days so far here in the city, but we've managed to get so much done whilst we've been here so far. A lot of the historical and touristy things and just finding our feet a little bit in the city. However, now we've managed to get a lot of that out of the way. We're now really looking forward to just slowing down a little bit over the next few days and enjoying a little bit more of a relaxed pace to our holiday. I've not long finished up my job at the Law Commission, and the first thing we did after I finished up was fly out here. So between now and when I start back at diploma, we're going to be away and visiting a few different places in Europe. So I'm really looking forward to managing to take in as much as I can during this time, but also I think I equally need a proper rest before I head back to university. So now that we've done a lot of the things that we really wanted to do here in terms of the touristy kind of landmark stuff, I'm really looking forward to just enjoying the next few days, really taking it at a much slower pace. And I'm really excited to have some more fun nights out whilst we're still here. So today we've got up, I'm all ready for the day. The weather's looking sunnier outside than it was the last few days, and hopefully it's a bit warmer too. So we're gonna finish getting ready and then we're gonna head out for the day. I think we're going south of the city and a little bit further from the city centre now. This evening we're planning on going out somewhere new, so it's going to be a long day ahead of us, but I'm really excited and hopefully I can just take some time to enjoy the sunshine and relax during the day. After a very busy day out so far. This morning we left accommodation and headed about 30 minutes away to a little place near Newcoin where we wanted to visit some vintage shops. Whilst we've been here so far in Berlin, we found that quite a lot of things are closed at funny times compared to back home, and especially on a Sunday almost everything's shut. Today's a Tuesday and we thought that most things would be open, and we got there and found out the shops didn't open until 12 or 1, which is definitely something we should have checked before, but it all ended up working out for the best because we hopped back on the bus and headed about another 15 minutes away to one of Berlin's old airports, and the actual runway area has now been turned into a large park. park. It had a bit of a strange feel to it. I think especially today, the actual terminal, it's the one day that it's closed, so maybe there was less people there than usual, but we really enjoyed ourselves there, and it was great to get out in the sunshine and enjoy the warm weather as it was starting to heat up throughout the day. After spending a little bit of time there, we then headed back towards the shopping area and popped into some little vintage shops, which we really enjoyed. There's quite a few there and they had nice PCs, although there was nothing that I actually fancied picking up today. I think we're both, whilst we're away, interested in getting some nice shorts and also really want to pick up some nice little tops whilst I'm here. So hopefully over the next few days I'll be able to find a few pieces that I really love whilst I'm here. We ended up getting through our plans for the afternoon a bit quicker than expected, so we headed back for some food at a food market which is a bit nearer to where we're staying, and we had a brilliant time there trying lots of different little street food pieces. Having little picky bits for food is definitely always one of my favourites, so it was definitely right up my street, and I'm really glad we visited there whilst we were here. As the afternoon went on, we made our way back up towards near the accommodation in the city centre and visited the East Side Gallery along the way. So that was something that was on our plans for the next few days, but we managed to take it off a little bit early. The stretch of wall that was still there with the gallery on it was actually much longer than I expected it to be, so it was really nice to just walk along that and see all the different works of art, and we also enjoyed spending a little bit of time relaxing by the water and just taking in the view a little bit. So we've definitely done a fair bit of travelling so far today, so I think we're both glad to be back at the hotel just now to have a bit of a rest and sit down for a little bit as we've been on our feet all day so far. So for the next few hours we're going to chill at home, get some energy back, and then later this evening we're going to head out. Yesterday we really wanted to go to a few different venues and Sisyphus was one of them that we wanted to go to, but it's actually closed just now for the next couple of days, so we won't be able to catch that whilst we're here. But there's quite a few places that we also really wanted to go, so we're excited to head out tonight, try a few different places. There's some really cool open air venues nearby that have good music, and I think we're both excited to just have a proper first night out here. As our first night we were both pretty tired, so I think after a few hours of just chilling out here we'll both be awake and ready to go again, and I'm looking forward to a fun night. Last night we headed out after dinner to Cassiopeia Summer Garden, which is a sort of outdoor open air venue here, and it was only about 25 minutes from where we're staying. The venue itself was lovely, we had some drinks outside. I really enjoyed the music. Last night was 80s night. I think they do that every week on a Tuesday, and they were playing things like the Smiths, which is definitely right up our street. It was really funny to just hear so much British music that we really enjoy over here. Afterwards we headed to the club there for a little bit, and after we left and headed across the road to another club nearby, which was more techno music. The little area itself was really sweet, and it had lots of different little venues and bars, and also some really cute little photo booths. So overall we had a really nice evening, and we managed to get home I think about 3:30 in the morning. So we've just been having a bit of an admin morning, checking into our next flights, and also just trying to prep for leaving tomorrow to head to Paris. Paris is the second leg of our little trip over here, and we're both really excited to head there. It's somewhere that we both love, and I think it'll be particularly fun to just be back in France and start practicing my French again. So we've both got a lot to look forward to over the next few weeks. But for the rest of today we're going to be heading out, enjoying our last full day here in Berlin and seeing some final sight and hopefully enjoying some warm weather. So I'm going to go try and find something to wear for today, and then we'll get ready and head out hopefully for a lovely afternoon. tonight is our final evening here in Berlin and we're just about to head out for the evening. Today we did a few more historical bits and pieces and visited the topography of terror. It was something we'd been told a lot about and it was definitely a very moving exhibition and something that I think was very worth visiting whilst we were here, so I'm glad we managed to fit that into our final day here. We also ended up doing Checkpoint Charlie, which is one of those that you just have to do if you're visiting Berlin. But after doing that this morning, we headed back to one of our favourite spots of the trip so far, near Berlin Cathedral, where we picked up some little bits for lunch and enjoyed a bit of a snack there. We both, I think, very much needed a rest, especially after the last night when we got home quite late. I think we're both been pretty tired today, and it's also been super warm, I think about 27 degrees all day. After all that time in the sun, it was really nice to just sit down and chill out for a wee while and enjoy the warm weather in the park. This afternoon we then headed to do some shopping in some little vintage stores. Sam managed to find a few little pieces that he really liked, although I've still not really managed to find much that I was really interested in. Going to all the little thrift shops and vintage shops when I came over here was definitely something that I really wanted to do and try and pick up some nice pieces. However, I don't know if maybe I've just not been in the right frame of mind to be searching through all the stuff like I usually would and finding the pieces that I like because we've been so busy at the moment. But I've really enjoyed visiting lots of different little shops, finding a few things that I liked and just enjoying a little bit more of the fashion and culture over here. After the shopping, we came back and yet again had another nap. I think we've both been feeling really tired throughout this trip and definitely needed a rest. I think one of the things with Berlin is that we both really wanted to come here and enjoy the nightlife as well as all the historical elements of the city and things to do during the daytime. So I think especially with our early start on the first day when we were flying over here, we've just sort of burnt the candle at both ends a little bit and been feeling pretty tired throughout the trip. But I think on the flip side, we've also been able to fit so much in our days and evenings and managed to really make the most of our time here. So as much as we're feeling a bit tired now, I think it's definitely for the best and we've really managed to enjoy our trip here. But yeah, we've now got one final evening here. We are heading off tomorrow. Our flight is about 3:35, so we're gonna have to leave at maybe 1:30 to head to the airport. So it's gonna be another early start for us, and I think we'll try and find something to do in the in-between time between checking out and also heading to the airport and just make the most of our final moments here and head out for the evening for some drinks. So I'm very sad to see this trip coming to a close, but I think we're both really excited for our next part of the trip where we head to Paris. It's somewhere that we've both really enjoyed in the past. I think it'll be really nice to visit for the first time together. So as much as we're sad to be leaving, I think there's definitely a lot to look forward to in the next few weeks. But also we're definitely going to just try and make the most of tonight and enjoy one final evening in the city. So today is our final day in Berlin and we're just about to leave and head for the airport. We have had the best trip here so far. I think we've really managed to tick off a lot of the things that we wanted to do going into the trip. The last few hours has been a brilliant experience, getting to explore the city, its landmarks and the nightlife here. We headed out last night and spent our evening exploring a few different bars and clubs. One of my highlights of the trip so far was definitely when we visited Kranich last night, which is a rooftop bar and I think the new Cone area of Berlin. I'm really glad we took the trip out and visited there before heading off, although last night was definitely a bit of a late one and we're up early again this morning, so I think a good rest on the plane is definitely needed for me. But the next stop on our little trip is Paris, so we're super excited to be having a bit of a change of pace, change of scenery and experience something really different when we arrive in Paris and enjoy the next little part of our trip there. So I'm going to leave this video here. We've had the best time in Berlin and I definitely look forward to coming back at some point in the future and I look forward to catching up in Paris.